New Guild Wars 2 player here. None of this is expert information. These are just my honest observations I've made while playing the game. If you hear something I say and it just sounds really stupid, let me know down below. Or if you agree, let me know. Let's just have some conversation. If you can't tell by the title of the video, I'm talking about things that Guild Wars 2 does well, but they are confusing if you are coming from a veteran MMO perspective. One thing that stood out immediately is how Guild Wars 2 handles skills. Most traditional MMOs unlock skills purely through leveling, but in Guild Wars 2, your skills are weapon based, and that means the moment you switch weapons, your playstyle completely changes. As a new player, this makes experimenting feel rewarding. And hey, I don't know if it's because I'm a big dumb idiot, but I really like that the game limits how many buttons you have. Like, you can't add more hotbars. You have the 10 buttons, that's it. The 5 buttons on the left are all weapon based, and the 5 on the right are all spec based or hero point based. Next up is the subject of leveling. Another thing I appreciate about this game is the leveling doesn't really stop. Yes, there is a level cap. After you hit 80, you still gain experience. That experience goes towards masteries. As someone who enjoys the leveling phase of MMOs more than the end game, I really like this. World content isn't something you leave behind, it still matters, and it still rewards progress long after you hit the cap. I'm still kind of new, and I haven't got to mess around with the masteries much, but my initial impressions are you can use these points to unlock mounts, you can use them to get a glider, that's one of my recent acquisitions. Something I failed to understand initially was the open world in this game, and the world content. The open world, it reminds me a bit of Final Fantasy XIV, how they have the fates, if you're familiar with that. And I know people hate others comparing MMOs to their MMO, but hear me out. The dynamic events and how people group up with each other, it's very reminiscent of Fates in 14. But I like Guild Wars 2 take on it more, and it might just be because like Guild Wars 2 doesn't have a quest system, and I feel like this is partially because of the way they handled the world content. Like the hearts, the renown tasks, they feel like loose replacements for a quest log, and that's a good thing. Like, I mean that as a compliment. Like, don't take that negatively. Like, it's nice to not feel overloaded with quests, but I still have plenty to do. And the way everything's represented on the map, it's not cluttered. Like, it feels clean. It also encourages exploration without constantly pulling me in a million directions. One thing I did not expect is how meaningful achievements are in this game. Now, a lot of MMOs, achievements are just optional checklists. They're nice to have, not important. They might give you a vanity title, maybe some transmog, some fashion. And this isn't the first game to get stuff behind achievements by any means. But the stuff that achievements unlock, in Guild Wars 2, they often relate to collections, masteries, mounts, and legendaries, from my understanding. And when you combine the achievements with open world events and mastery experience, it's almost a full replacement for a traditional quest log. Everything you do pushes towards some achievement. I guarantee it. Like, there's nothing you can do that's not progressing an achievement in this game. I can't express enough how much having these few mechanics all come together and just eliminate the need for a quest log. I think having less menus, less things for players to get confused by is probably the best. MMO players, they need all of the brain power they have. You don't need to take it away from them. Again, I'm still new, or at least new-ish to Guild Wars 2. These observations aren't meant to be the truth, just how I feel from my point of view. If you're a veteran player or even a returning player, I'd love to hear your feedback. Is this what your experience is? Do you feel differently? What stood out to you when you first tried Guild Wars 2? Does anything confuse you? Are you still confused? What is it that hooks you? I'm still looking for a solid hook. There's several things I love about this game. I still am looking for my hook. Let me know in the comments. I want to learn from you guys. Peace.